Russia had high hopes. Nationalism had bound the country together against the German threat, and the tensions between the Tsar and the people were, for a time, eased. However, the still industrializing Russia could not compete on the battlefield with Germany. Determined to improve his army's morale, Tsar Nicholas went to the front to lead his men, leaving the Tsarina in charge of the country. Huge losses crippled the people's faith in the Tsar, and the pre-existing distrust in the German Tsarina and her less than reputable confidant Rasputin eliminated any remaining good feelings towards the Tsarist establishment. Riots broke out in the cities, with workers forming Soviets and provisional governments that were declared. Troops sent to quell the rebellions would end up joining them, and soon Nicholas's entire army had defected. The Tsar abdicated on March 15, 1917, and the last remaining autocracy in the great powers had collapsed.
But how much of this was the war's doing? It is universally agreed upon that the war made revolution easier to start, but historians disagree on whether the revolution would have happened without it. Most historians claim that the pre-existing problems of land hunger, food shortage, and an archaic political system would have built up on their own regardless. However, some disagree, stating that the Stolypin reforms would have placated the peasants if left uninterrupted by the war. They then argued that the revolution would be impossible without an agitated peasantry, and that the private ownership of land likely would have increased food supply and helped calm down the urban workers. However, this analysis omits the fact that the peasants were still denied huge portions of land that were previously theirs to use before the emancipation. In fact, it was the provisional government's inability to grant the peasants and nobles land which led to the success of the October-November Revolution, so it would appear that even as the Stolypin reforms had been effective in gaining private ownership of the land controlled by the emirs, the land hunger of the peasants would have been insatiable without communistic land redistribution. In addition to this, the Tsar had done little to quell his urban and bourgeoisie critics, and while the revolution would have been difficult without the support of the peasantry, it would be foolish to think the insurrection impossible. As such, while World War I made it easier for the Russian Revolution to occur, it would be erroneous to claim that the war entirely caused the fall of Tsarism.